The number one hack to manifest a positive outcome from a negative, challenging scenario is to see the negative, challenging scenario as positive, right? So if you have ever been on your manifestation journey and you set out that intention to manifest, you decide what you want to manifest, and then all of a sudden, it's usually about a week later, you get a challenge, right? There's some kind of challenging situation in your life that is horrible and it feels like it is directly against what you want to manifest. Has that happened to you? That's happened to me. So let me explain to you why this challenge that you might get as soon as you set the intention to manifest something is actually a good thing. It's a very good thing. We need to get the board for this, kids, because this is serious information. When you are here manifesting something, you're like, yay, I want a new car. Here's the car. I want the new car. There's a window in the car, and you're in the car because you manifested it. Yay! So you're over here manifesting the car, right? And you're like, I want a car. And the universe has a bird's eye view on you and your situation and what you want to manifest. So the moment that you set the intention to manifest something, a path is created. The universe, from its bird's eye view, creates a path that is the quickest route from where you are now to where you want to be, where you already have your manifestation. So the best thing to do at this point is to trust the process and to trust that you are on the path to your manifestation, the quickest path that's possible. However, it may look different than what you expect, because if you have resistance to what you want to manifest, if there is some limiting belief or something within you blocking you from getting your manifestation, the universe can see those blocks. It can see those resistance. And so to the universe, it's like, well, duh, the quickest way to get this person to the car is to get rid of the block, the resistance to having the car. And the quickest way to get rid of that block, that resistance, is to put them in a situation, a challenge, where they must face the block and where they must shift and change, transform that resistance, that limiting belief. So another example here. So if you are here and you are working an office job, but you want to be an actor or an actress, you want to be a performer. And so over here you are a movie star. So when the universe looks at you, it's gonna go, okay, well, you are currently working this office job, you want to be an actor, you want to be a movie star, but you have this block, this public speaking block. You have all these limiting beliefs about your ability to do public speaking. And so it's gonna be, well, the quickest way to get you from point A in the office job to point B as a movie star is to put you in a situation where you must face and transform your limiting beliefs, your blocks around public speaking. So that's why you manifest a challenge. So in this scenario, this person may suddenly be faced with a bunch of challenging situations where they are going up in front of people and speaking and actually failing at that, actually having a lot of negative energy resistance come back to them because that block is coming up to the surface so that they can shape and transform it. But if they don't understand what's happening, they are going to look at the situation and be like, what is going on? I'm getting further away from being a movie star because I'm being put in all these situations where I'm in front of people and I'm failing. So it'll feel like they're going backwards, but they're not actually going backwards. The universe is creating a line, the quickest route possible from where you are now to where you want to be. And if the universe sees that putting you in these challenging situations will be the quickest way to get you there, it'll put you in the challenging situations. So that's why when you are manifesting something and setting that intention, a lot of times in a week or so, you'll have all this negative stuff come up. You might be put in a challenge. You might have to face something that feels uncomfortable or feels like it's the opposite of what you want to manifest. Trust that when you set the intention to manifest something, the universe is now putting you on a path to manifest that thing. And whatever's coming into your path is the quickest way to get to that thing. So that's why the road to manifestation sometimes can be bumpy. So instead of resisting those challenges, instead of seeing these blocks as something that is taking you further from your manifestation and resisting them and in turn delaying your manifestation, when you see these blocks, I want you to understand that these challenges are the quickest way to get you to your manifestation. So it may not make sense at face value, but it's what I think Steve Jobs says, which is you cannot connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect the dots looking back. That is exactly it. You're not going to be able to connect the dots to your manifestation looking forward. Only once you have the manifestation will you begin to connect the dots looking back, and you'll be able to see how all of those challenges actually were the quickest way for you to get to your manifestation, to your desired outcome. So definitely trust the process. When you are setting intentions to manifest, trust that you're on the path and allow the path to take you to your manifestation. Do not resist the path and do not resist the challenges. Because as I mentioned at the beginning, the quickest way to manifest a positive outcome from a perceived negative experience is to see the negative experience as positive. Because now suddenly you've shifted from a negative timeline, a negative belief, a negative focus to a positive timeline, a positive belief, and a positive focus. And if you feel like you're in a challenging situation right now and you want some motivation, some inspiration that you are on the right path, check out my video video here, how I manifested my dream life in 30 days. In this video, I talk about my experience, how I manifested my dream life, and let me tell you, there were definitely some challenges that came up and some difficult situations. So when you watch this video, it will give you some motivation and inspiration as you see how those difficult challenges that happened to me in my life actually ended up being the vehicle that brought me to my dream life. So if you're in a tough spot and you need some motivation and inspiration in your manifestation journey, I definitely recommend that you check out this video next.